Hello and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a little bit different because today I want to share that I quit drinking caffeine and alcohol. I'm going to share why and how, what it's meant to me, and where I go from here. So first, I did this because I wanted to try and be the best version of myself. And maybe that sounds a little bit cheesy, but it's December here in Northern California. We're at the end of 2021, and there's not a lot of daylight hours. It's easy to kind of feel depressed this time of the year, and I typically do deal with seasonal depression and definitely some anxiety. I've always kind of been an anxious person. So as of today, I have not had any alcohol in 34 days, and I haven't had any caffeine in 6 months. And there's no way I'm going back now because it's been so incredible. Now, I started down this journey by quitting caffeine first, and I did it because I started suspecting that caffeine contributed a lot to my anxiety. So I thought if I could just try a couple weeks of it, maybe a month, and see if it made a difference, then I could decide if it was something that was a contributing factor or not. And very quickly, I would say maybe 6 days into that, I started finding that I could go to sleep quicker, that I didn't need like melatonin or anything like that to fall asleep, that caffeine was in fact contributing a lot to my anxiety. So it made a lot of sense for me to quit. Instead of getting up in the morning and having my coffee, I usually had like a cup of warm hot water, and I usually had a cup of hot water and a little bit of lemon and honey just to kind of satisfy that warm drink in the morning and routine sort of feeling. And then gradually, I just didn't really have anything in the morning. Now I have some decaf coffee, but even when I don't have decaf coffee, I'm not like dying because I didn't have my morning cup of coffee. And it's not like I can't fish or I can't concentrate because there was no coffee place open or I didn't have my morning cup of coffee. So it's been a really wonderful thing.
I have to pee so bad.
Yeah, it's because you drank too much coffee.
And going into this winter, I've made a lot of changes in my life. I moved from my home in Washington, and then I went to Oregon and spent some time in Oregon, and then I got into a PhD program in California. So now I live in northern central California. I love it here. It's incredible. I certainly miss a lot of things about home, but a lot of the changes can kind of have a toll on you mentally. And then I started thinking, well, I wonder what kind of impact alcohol has on me, because I tend to be a little bit more depressed in the winter and anxious in general. So the anxiety has lessened a lot with the absence of caffeine. So what if alcohol made a big impact on me too? Now, a lot of people think like, when I say, oh, I'm sober for 34 days, or I haven't had a drink in this many days, people are like, oh, did you have a problem before? And the truth is I didn't necessarily have a problem in the sense of something that would be considered like alcoholism, but I definitely like drank like pretty often. Like I had a drink every day or every other day, and then during events I would have sometimes 2, 3, 4 drinks, and the next day I would feel really cruddy, or I would have 1 or 2 glasses of wine at night and then not want to go to my workout in the morning because I just kind of felt a little bit like hungover, or just like a little bit of a head fog, enough to make you not want to go to the gym in the morning. And I quit one day, and for me, it wasn't difficult to quit. Once I kind of like got rid of all of the excuses of like, well, what if I go fishing and have an awesome day fishing and catch the biggest steelhead I've ever caught, and people want to have a brew with me and cheers and that sort of thing. Like, won't I feel like I'm missing out? And the truth is like I have other drinks that I enjoy. Like they'll like my friends will be happy for me. You still caught the fish. Not having a beer doesn't take anything away from you. And I've been out with my friends, with my college friends, and not drank while they were drinking. And I still can karaoke. I still can party all night and have a great time, but not have any alcohol. So once I got rid of the excuses and realized I don't think this is adding anything for me. In fact, it's not allowing me to be the best version of myself because I can exercise more when I'm not drinking regularly, and I can hike further, and I have a desire to go camping and be active. And also I'm more present with my dog and with my partner and with my friends and even with my amazing online community. Like I'm more accessible in all of these things because alcohol is not taking away any of my time because I need to recover from drinking or because I have some head fog from having a couple drinks and don't really want to do anything. No, like I can be more present. I'm all in when I don't have those things. So for those reasons, it was easier for me to quit drinking. I got rid of the excuses. I just started one day and I focused on what I was getting out of not drinking rather than what I was losing by not drinking.
Yes.
Enjoy your feast.
So good. So at this point, I am 34 days into no alcohol and 6 months into no caffeine. I started those things to see if they made my life any better, and they really did. All of the good things that I experience in life, the things that matter to me, times with Matt and Oli and all of our adventures outside, all of those things are magnified for me in a really positive way. So yes, it made a difference. It did feel like my life was better without them. But I decided to share this in a video because actually a lot of you encouraged me through a post I made on my Facebook and on my Instagram. And in that post, I just shared I'm 30 something days, no alcohol, I'm 6 months, no caffeine, and I'm saying this because I want to document it and kind of have like time markers that I can look back on and celebrate. And because this lifestyle has sort of turned into a form of therapy, I'm finding out how good I can be, how strong I can get, how smart I am, because I'm currently a PhD student. That is not an easy program. There's a lot of reading, there's a lot of really difficult concepts that I'm trying to wrap my head around, and I can do that at my very best when I am entirely present and have full capacity to sink myself into these projects and these ideas. Basically, I just want to be the best graduate student I can be, and I think that this is going to give me a leg up instead of holding me back. I'm sharing this on this video because the response that I got from that post online was unlike anything that I could have guessed I would get. I figured people would be happy for me and my friends would comment, but I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of comments and thousands of people liked the post and tons of people shared it too. This clearly struck a nerve with a lot of the folks that I interact with, and a lot of people shared their stories of how quitting alcohol or quitting caffeine made a really big difference in their life. And I found those all to be really, really encouraging and motivating, and made me realize that I have an opportunity to role model with this platform. And I want to do that by being authentic and honest and not just show the perfect, awesome, cool parts of what I do, but show the real parts and the human things, and that I struggle and work through things myself, and not just myself, but together in this community. That's real, and that's what I want to share. And I set out to build this channel and to have this sort of platform and online presence because I wanted to enrich people's lives through doing awesome things in the outdoors. And even though this isn't a video about how to catch your next fish, it is a video about how to enjoy your life, whether that's indoors or outdoors, a little bit more. And for those reasons, I felt like this was worth sharing. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really would love it if you posted your experiences either with alcohol and or caffeine, because I find them so inspiring. I read every single one of them. I reply to every single one of them. So if you take the time, it's gonna make my day, and thank you so much for participating in this sort of like really healthy community. So get ready for next year because it's the end of 2021. I have a chip on my shoulder to be the absolute best at everything that I can do, including at this YouTube thing, and that's going to really hit the ground here in 2022. So look out. I'm super thrilled that you're in this with me, and we'll see you for the next video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and if you thought this video was helpful or good, like it. And we'll see you for the next video.